go ahead. If he wants to play the Gnar, go ahead. He can pick whatever champion he wants here because laning phase will be good. And if he's hovering the Kled and locking it in, I am very excited. Kled into Sion is a fantastic...
Looking for that respawn. Skumond is waiting in the wings just in case Yike goes for the full play.
Yeah, but Yike is one item down here. Yike goes in, actually gets hit by the wall here by Skumond. He doesn't have the stats to take this fight.
Kindle Gem on Skumond doing a lot of work. Yike trying to get away with that Aegis Assault empowered E, but the chasing from Skumond, flash away from Yike focus as well, won't be enough to get through the upheaval.
We pan down to bot lane. It's going to be Skumond starting this dragon. And I don't think Casey can do anything about it. I think Yike is really on the back foot right now. And Caps is just denying this blue buff.
Exactly, like Yike comes across, Broken Blade already moves from top side. Caps should just be able to jump out of this, lands the chains, distorts over the wall. Blue buff's going to do a little bit of work. So, Crystalline Overgrowth helping Broken Blade chunk out that tower much quicker as well. Walks around, autos the tower a couple of times, uses that hyper. And with the Grand Starfall coming in towards the bottom side, Acrophysic's going to land immediately. Focus Resolve out from Busios. He tries to heal up. True Shot Barrage as well, but Unsummer dies underneath the tower. Yike has to flash away. Curtain's open, and they might close on LeBron pretty sharpish. She gets out of the curtain call, but Callisto has the autos and will find himself a double in a well-executed dive from KC. And we talk does have his rocket belt right now, and Caps doesn't have a completed item. So if you did want to fight, you have a little bit more mobility on the Azir, but Rocket Belt not the largest damage spike as a first item, rather much more used for getting out of impales, getting out of the chains, that sort of thing later on in the game. And there will be 3 grubs going over to G2 to meet up with the fact they already got the Dragon. Tidal Wave coming out, Impale as well. Onto the Grand Starfall out of Yike. Aegis Assault will keep him alive for now, but Skumond's still on the chase, and those vibrations! Enough from the passive for Skumond to get away.
Because LeBron had no flash. And Skumond kind of needs to be there every single wave, or Yike just kills him. So they kind of went top, allowed their bot lane to go top as well, where the objective is Raptors, but it just allows right now G2 to, wherever Skumond is, they are willing to take any fight, just because how much stronger the Skarner is compared to Pantheon in a team fight, because Pantheon doesn't have an ult.
Has to flash away from the tidal wave. Skumond on the chase. Ishtar's impact doesn't find his connection, but Caps jumps forward. The Emperor's Divide gets the knockback, but Caps dashes it with a distortion. Yike's going to burn Caps. Busio here to try and catch out Skumond. As we look for the curtain call as well, Impale wide from Skew, but Cat splashes in and Skew secures the kill. Hunsummer here to join the Barney. Busio slowed up, and Hunsummer with a mystic shot, and Lebrov's damage will be enough. G2 clap KC.
Find any real player onto Yike. You saw he was kind of scared of Yike sidestepping it, juking into the bush, but it does not matter in the end. He just has too many stats, and now Caps is completely
Chains
unleashed.
go down. Lebrov flashes great shield from Busio just in time to save his AD carry, but
need to make a play soon, because if you just let G2 set up this dragon one more time, you will give over soul.
And you said 5 to 10 minutes. In 5 minutes is that soul.
Yeah.
Right? At some point you got to take the fight.
And that is just those tower plays that are so powerful and so valuable that he's been chipping down on.
Sundisk down here from Yahoo as Broken Blade goes in with the charge. Should be able to walk away if he wants to, and he's going to do exactly that. Decimating Smash from Karna doesn't find his mark. The Sundisk now falls, and Skumond's on the flank. Onslaught going out from the Scion as he just tries to retreat. Caps jumps in. A Mantrid Inspire, but Yahoo falls lower, and a great Impale will find its mark. G2. They just chase you down.
And the PB is going top. He says, oh, you have no TP on Sion. Azir is dead. I'm going to get myself a free little tower as we put down the Herald bot lane right now. You see how fast they're playing the map? They get one pick and instantly translate that into 2 side lane tier 2s.
Yeah. It's setting up the side lanes as well. Caps was up there, getting that wave stacked up. Then
they are first in the river, and I think they have done a good job to set themselves up for a position where they actually could contest this dragon. You see Cap sleeping in now, and they're gonna have to play this slow. You see BB is on the flank in the bot side, and I think a fight could break out any minute right now.
Busio the target here for Broken Blade. Cleanse away from it. Callisto on the backline. Just deleted! He lost that joust in a heartbeat, and it's a Knight's Tale for Broken Blade. Yahoo gonna fall as well, and G2 are just ripping them to shreds. 3 for naught in a heartbeat as Karna tries to get away, but there's no escaping the claws of Skumond. G2 are teaching KC.
Way stronger, so he doesn't need a fantastic engage, he just needs an engage, and he found it for G2, and that will be the Ocean Soul picked up.
Hit there by KC as they look to try and get a small sliver of vision, but they just don't manage to find it. Another one goes down. Hansa's going to turn his attentions over towards this fight with a tidal wave coming out. The clones gonna block it with Kled on the back line. Kalist just can't win that battle. The arena is Broken Blades today. Who dashes away. The True Shot Barrage almost takes him out, but it's a defensive Emperor's Divide once again from the KC mid.
I mean, it's just such a clean play. G2 start Baron, and the moment KC show an interest in contesting it, Broken Mid going ta-ta-ta-ta, and just goes onto Kalist, who is completely isolated in the back down his role, trying to find any semblance of vision in the Baron pit. It's an easy pickup now, and this Baron will also be an easy pickup unless Yike can find another miracle steal.
Camps goes in, can't quite catch onto Yike, but Skewman and Hansheimer turn their attentions towards the KC jungler instead of the Baron. Now, with the True Shot Barrage going down, Yike falls to a third HP. No way in for him, really. It's got to be a grand Starfall. An Aqua Prism down onto Kano as well. Yike, like he's ulting in here.
They're so
nothing.
cautious, see, they're stopping the damage. They don't want to give it a 50-50 chance. They're turning on to Kano.
Starfall comes in, they dive onto Kano, and the Baron begins to regenerate, and Yike's in the pit, but that Baron is too healthy for him to deal with it. And now Caps can just chase his old teammate down. It's a double for Caps as G2 play the dance around the Baron perfectly.
I mean, the respect by G2 to stop hitting the Baron for 10 seconds.
Just in the middle of mid lane and one around the side towards KC's blue buff. And it's like, that's the ideal path for a Kled to take to get onto an ulting Jhin, to get onto the back line. It is really heads-up play from G2 so far, and it feels a little bit like we are just singing G2's praises, but I must remind you all, we are, 100%. I must remind you all, like, KC is 6-0.
Yeah.
KC have been dominating this season. They've beaten Vitality, they've taken clean sweeps against a lot of teams, and for G2, who were struggling at the start of the season to come in and show this performance in Game 1, it has not been close. From minute 2, minute 3, when that fight started at the Razorbeaks, it has been entirely in G2's control, and you have to give a huge amount of credit to Skewman in particular for that. He has run the map as KC are forced back into their base, and with the TPs coming out, I just don't think they can defend.
I mean, Skewman really has been the bouncer this game. He's let nothing go past him. He's been so strong, as you said. I think that play on the top side was really the main one that solidified the game as he now goes in. Will flash out, but this just will be an easy game finish for G2. They're trying to chase a little bit of extra kills, a little bit of extra KDA for their fantasy stats, but it will be the Nexus falling in the favor of G2 as they draw first blood in the series.
Just an absolute whitewash. An absolute, like, you could have rained off this game and said G2